In an office tower near Toronto's Chinatown neighborhood.
Oh, hello. Hi there.
Hey.
Hi, pleased to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Lawyer Avi Go runs the Chinese and Southeast Asian Legal Clinic. Lawyers here have been boning up on the scams targeting students from China.
I think it's easy to target international students who are studying in Canada because many of them are living in Canada by themselves. They don't have any family support, and many are not connected to the community.
It starts with a phone call. The potential victim is told to go into hiding. The next call is to their family, who's told the victim has been kidnapped and will die if they don't send money. The students' vulnerability and isolation combined with their sheer numbers make them desirable marks for scammers. A third of all international students in Canada are from China. That's about 120,000 young people to target.
They're probably among the most populous international students. Secondly, many of them may have language barriers. They're not familiar with English, the use of English, and they're not familiar with the Canadian way of life because the system in China is quite different.
And they're targeting victims that they know don't have a strong support system and may not have the awareness or the knowledge. They potentially have been other victims who have not contacted police.
That potential led the Chinese consulate to issue several warnings about the scams since midsummer. Warnings that haven't necessarily reached international students from China now immersed in campus life.
When the first this kind of thing happened, the university should just advise the students, we have this kind of stuff, so you should take care.
Schools and colleges who are here, who are accepting these students and making a lot of money on their backs, perhaps they could also provide them with more information about the legal system and legal protection in Canada.
The reality is the public plight of the three students may have done more to warn people about the scams than any official advisories from police, schools, or the consulates. Ron Charles, CBC News, Toronto.
And this scam has popped up again and again in various forms on both sides of the border. This past summer, the RCMP issued a warning to people in BC and Alberta. At least 9 Chinese students were targeted in those provinces. In the United States, it's the same fraud with a different twist. There have been cases in Nevada, Texas, California, and New York where the virtual kidnapper claims to be part of a Mexican drug cartel. Scammers have even targeted U.S. tourists traveling in other countries, demanding ransoms from their families back home.